Hey guys, how's everybody doing? No, it's Ryan here. Grant's actually playing at the moment. Who won the last game of the last match? Mike Burton won that match. I think it was the last one we had streaming here. I was off playing. So we got Jeremiah Hampton versus Larry Walper. This is Jay at the table. It is not Grant, it's Ryan on the mic. Grant is playing. Double foul. Hey Dean, how you doing? This is going to be 2-0 for Larry real quick. Did I win? Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting to play in the A-side final at 8:30 tonight, so guaranteed third place. Actually, the worst match I've played today was on the stream table. I'm not bad, Conway. Getting better. Yeah, no worries, Chris. Been a while since I've been on the mic, so. Might have to snap the $1,200 cue that did it. Yeah. No, my races are races to 5, and oh, Larry, the worst. Actually, the last match I just played against Mike Archer is a former teammate from years back, and I beat him 5-3. Everybody else I beat 5-2 all the way through, so I'm doing not bad. Even if I'm rushing. Well, you'll see Jeremiah play a safe here. Yeah, if you get a good cue, it's more or less you get a really good shaft makes a difference. The butt not so much. All the butt is depends on how fancy you want with inlays, stuff like that. The throw-ins are very nice, But that the Predator shaft, the Jacoby shafts, any Bob Danielson, which we promote and I play with, getting a good shaft for any cue that's where the performance end of it is. Yeah, and I found when I played on this stream table, because it's brand new cloth, these rails tend to slide and skid that cue ball, so it does not come off the same. So you need to take a little more angle when you're coming off the rail like that, like Larry just did. I ran into that a couple times in my match. Jay's not making it easy on himself. Depends if he wants to take a longer shot. He'll play this to the bottom right. Let's roll up towards the side. He's going all out, all the way up. We are back, Terry. This is just coming up on the second game, so Jay got lucky. Larry hooked himself on the 8. We are 1-1. I'll pull up one of our sponsors while we're racking. JB Cases. These guys got the best case in the business. You're looking to protect your cues. That's the one you want. What's the difference between the SS360 and SS362? I believe it's just if I remember what Bob said, it could be just the taper, I think. And it could be that the 362 could be his new generation with that little bit of a different taper. I will have to ask him to confirm. Because I got the 362. There's the two shafts that I got. The two Danielsons I play with are both the SS362. But if you're custom ordering from him, he can do different diameters, different taper. He can change it all around, match it up with your cue. I think everything we've had that Bob sent us are all the 2s. Nice looking table for Jeremiah. Stop shot here, draw back off the 9 a little bit. Or he actually play forward if he wants, come around that 1 ball. He's playing some inside to come straight up. Oh, no. It's his weird little stroke. It looked like he was playing that with some inside spin. 2-1 for Jay. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Get everybody to click that share button for us. And this rack, we'll bring up the Mike Burton home team. If you guys are in the Calgary area looking to buy or sell a house, looking for a mortgage, these are the guys to talk to. You guys, the last stream we had here was Mike Burton playing on the left. So these guys are top level master players. They do play. You'll probably see more of them this weekend. Oh, congratulations, Ray. We got 15 players in the Masters division here. Scratch for Jay, 30 in my division. The A1, A2's got 42, I think, is the biggest division here, but this is all just league playoffs and singles. So J1, A2's got 45. A3 that I'm in is 30. B1 is 33. And B2 and B3 are mixed at 32 players. You look rough. Were you partying last night or what? Well, Jay's a little hungover. When do you guys start back to work? Last hurrah before you're back to work. I'm sorry, guys, you can't hear Jeremiah talking there. He works on a road crew, so he gets all winter off to play pool, and they're back to work Monday, so he was out partying last night. He's a little rough this morning. Or this afternoon still. Larry's got some work here. So I don't know how much angle he's got going into the side there, and if he can draw back to play a nice safe, he could, but he's got too much angle. Even with drawn back, it's going to take him out towards that middle of the. No, he's trying for the corner. It's a good leave anyway. Jeremiah's in trouble here because, I mean, he's. You know, he shoots off the 2 to bring that cue ball to that top rail. It's a simple safe back for Larry. I don't know if he's got enough for the 6. Cutting the 2 all the way down. Bottom right. Letting the cue ball fly. Nice shot. That probably just won him this game. You stop right there for the 5 ball. Again, stop or just draw back a little bit. Now he's going forward. Taking the 4 ball. I don't know, instead of shooting over that 8, I might be taking the 6 ball. This is brand new cloth on this table, and it does slide. So I didn't take all the spin, even though, well, it hopped and took a lot of the spin away, but The rails don't take the spin as good as when they're broken in. I noticed when I was playing in my match here. And this is where he's got to watch if he's got to spin it off this left-hand rail to try to get it back in the side. It doesn't take quite as much spin as you think it will. And it slides off, so that's why he came long on it as well. Probably draw this out for the side pocket for the 8-ball. No, not much. Got it in the corner. Two. And here's the Bob Danielson we've been talking about with those shafts. Anybody interested in one, they do hit amazingly well. His number's on the bottom there. Email. That's a shaft that Ben and I both use. Grant had switched to it. He's now using the Jacoby Black, as he is cueless at the moment. So he's got a borrowed Jacoby Black. Big break by Larry. High balls. Start with that 13 in the side. Chances are he'll leave that 12 ball maybe for his out ball on the 8. You know what, Ray? I'm not sure if we'll have any or not. We'll have to talk to Jam Up Apparel. Might be an idea to see if we can got a few, but I don't know, did he come far enough? Must have. We're there for ACS and VNEA, so we're down there for a month. We might be able to get some. Or you can just, another thing, go onto the Jam Up Apparel website and you can always order your own on there under the Q Sports Live little banner up top. Nice run out by Larry. Speaking of jam up. They're the ones that do have our shirts. You can go onto their website, jamupapparel.com, And under the Q Sports Live tab, order yourself a shirt with the Q Sports Live logo on it. Yeah, we're getting, we'll be there for the 9th or 10th of May and right through till June 4th or 5th. So can't guarantee we'll have any shirts, but if anybody wants any, you can order it right off the Jam Up Apparel site. And if you get your order in, you might even have it in time for Vegas. $14 and $9 are tied up for high ball, so he's going low ball. I'm not sure. I think that's a 2 at the top. I'm not sure if it'll pass into the top right. It must. Yeah, anybody that's going to be down there, come by and definitely say hi. Well, if Jay can leave the 6 for his last ball, he's got it. I think that 8 will pass into the top right. He's just got to sink this and get a shot at the 1. Nice shot. You didn't want to overhit that and leave yourself the wrong angle. Now you can just roll straight over to the rail here if need be and play that 8 in the top right. There's Southern Music's got cues and stuff set up out in the lobby. Other than that, there is no vendors here. Vegas, I'm sure there'll be quite a few. I know ACS Vegas, there'll be both Jacoby and Thumper set up down there. So you tried to make that hard on yourself too? Yeah, Southern's got a lot of the little cue accessories, chalk holders, extensions, a bunch of that stuff, gloves. And then a bunch of cues out there. I think their higher end cues that they carry are the McDermott, I think. So I think their top end cues are in the $600 or $700 range that they got set up out here. Yeah, but this being a VNEA league, they have to be played on valleys. And last time I was down for VNEA was 5 years ago, and there was a ton of vendors set up down there as well. With the amount of people going down for everything down there, ACS, VNEA, BCA, APA, TAP, all that, that's the vendor's paradise. That's where a lot of those guys make their money for the year. Yeah, Larry will play this 13 ball and then the 11 in the side off the 3, more than likely. He's got a good angle. He might take the 15 right now, draw back, if he's fairly straight. And he'll leave the 11 probably till the last. It's natural shape for the 8 ball. You can have the whole thing. Yeah, usually the end of the tournaments, if they got all their stock, they don't want to haul back with them. You'll get some deals. A lot of the times too, if you're going to pay cash, you'll get some good deals. We did that. We had when we were down 5 years ago, our whole team, there's 4 of us bought new cases from one vendor and Predator P3 all at once and all cash. So we got a smoking deal from them, buying 4 cases and a Predator. Hey Patrick, how you doing? Patrick's going to join us in Vegas as well at some point in the month of May. We were talking about. We'll get Patrick on the mic doing some commentary. Yeah, first time I went down to Vegas was in 94. 94, 95 league season. Trying to talk to them and not get them to concentrate on the way you're playing. And Jeremiah just came around and was looking at your guys' comments on my tablet. Yeah, and I think the 15 or 16 years or longer that I've known him, and I've never seen him look this rough. He's looked like he's dying in his chair. Surprised he can stand up and hold his cue. Oh, Larry helping him out. Still not easy, but I didn't expect him to get back to the table. Hey. If he's got the 14, he's good. Looks like he does. He'll just draw back into the... Maybe. Now he does for sure. Needing a lean on the table to keep standing. He's waiting for the other table to finish shooting. Nice shot. Yeah, he's got a bottle of water here. They had their they were finishing off their last league night before the playoffs here last night. They'd all the Masters. Well, he plays in the elite teams, Masters Elite, and they had some makeup matches to do last night, and they were partying pretty hard. He's playing not bad. Is that 4-4 now? Yeah. Larry's taking a quick break, so what I'll do is I'll flip over to the other table here for a second. I'm going to set the mic down, guys. Turn it on mute. I'm just going to go double check the score on this match over here. I'll be right back. So this is Lloyd at the table here. Playing Jackson Clifford, Lloyd Anderson. Tables 1 and 2, Brent. It'll say, if you're looking up on CompuSport, it'll say table 1 CSL and table 2 CSL, the two stream tables as they're listed on CompuSport. Actually, go back. We'll stay with Larry and Jeremiah. Big break from Larry. That's 6 balls tied up with a 13. Those are the only two, and I tend to go high ball just with having the 11 below the 13 there to break it out. That's 15 does pass the 1 to the top right. It's got the 14 in the side. Not sure if that 13 goes into the top right as well. Ooh, that could be trouble. He's playing the 11, he said, so. You need the trophy for the most hungover.
Oh, hands down.
Like I said, I don't know, I've known him for 16 or 17 years, gotta be, and never seen him that rough.
I saw some pictures, it's not good.
From last night? Yeah. Yeah, we're fancy now. We got CSL on the table numbers on CompuSport. I'm the tournament director for the CCS Westerns the end of the month here, so I think I might, oh no, make it even easier and just have it stream 1 and stream 2 listed for the tables. That's going to cost him. Need some rye in that 7-Up. You rushed that. I don't know if Larry take this in the side or cut it down to the corner. Corner's a bigger pocket, but it's fairly straight in the side. Corner it is. Jeremiah not happy with himself missing that 6 ball. That was surprising. Larry's feeling okay. He's actually drinking a beer, but Jeremiah, the way he looks, I'm surprised he's even able to shoot. He's still shooting not bad. It's the odd little mistake like that one. Now he just mental lapse and shot that quick. Big break, but don't think he's got a stripe to shoot at. Even for low ball, he doesn't have a great shot to start off with. Although I think that 6 will go in past that 13 to the top right. But that 3 ball's buried. But again, he's either got a thin cut on this 4 into the side, but that will break out the 3 ball. If he's taking it, he's got enough angle there. Gotta remember that close to the ball, it's gonna push that to the left. Too much. Larry can play either the 3 or the 15 to the 13. 15 he could play in as the breakout. He got it off the 3, nice shot. He should be out here. Sort of ended up in the middle here. Play the 11, draw it back to play the 14 in the side. Or you can take the 14 in the side, come around 2 rails and out for the 11. Stop shot right there, leaving the angle to come up for the 8. Touch the top right on this will bring him up for the 8 ball in this bottom right corner. Nice run out, puts Larry on the hill. And Larry breaking. This is Larry's second game. This is Jeremiah's first. He ended up with 2 byes. So a little tough, but it's better than he was supposed to play at noon. Then he ended up with a bye at 1:45 because somebody dropped out. So this is his first match. I'll have to double check. Lloyd was leading. Give me 1 sec. I got to check on the table assignments here for the next match coming up. I'll have Mike on mute for 2 or 3 minutes here before I'm back, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm back. Um, it is 3-3 for between Lloyd and Jackson on the other table. Looks like Jeremiah got a game back while I was gone. I think that's what Larry's looking to see if that 3 goes in that top left. He could always break it out off of the 4 up there or the 2 up there if he need be. Little top right go through. No, and 3 must be good to go. Larry's just off angle here, and it's tough to get down to that 8 ball. I mean, he could roll this in and cut the 5 up, but that doesn't do him any good to get down to that 8. So that 8 only goes in that top right. He can probably come above the 5 and play that 5 to the top left. Or maybe he's right in the middle, I don't know. It's hard to see. Lloyd shooting on the other table, so that's what he's waiting for.
Probably just put some stuff in the room and then the gig's on Saturday.
Wow. Larry gives Jay the reprieve there. Oh no. Oh, he's got a good save. Or that might go in the side. It's already there. Cut it up to this corner. In the heart. Little fist bump, hill action. I think you just need to put Ryan there and keep going.
Never drinking again. Don't know how they can pot and they can like
Yeah.
no,
Jeremiah's in trouble with that. Nice break. Got your choice here. The only tough, the 312 sitting beside each other there.
He's a little hurt. Maybe this year.
I'd say 5 would be a good ball to get down to that 8. Thanks for tuning in, Rick. Yeah, I've heard him say that lots, though, over the years. Never drinking again today, till tomorrow. Left a little long. He's got just over half a pocket there, I think. 3/4 of a pocket at that angle. Wow. Wow, wow. That's where Jeremiah, I think you got to go for the 9. If you happen to miss it, you're left him safe. Then work your way back down table. Yeah, didn't want that right on the rail, but it'll be okay. Maybe. Bank corner for Larry, or will it slide by that? It might cut right into that top left. Now these are ridgeback rails on the 2 stream tables, so I like the way they bank a little sharper. I might bank this in the bottom left here. He scratched. Larry gives it to him. Wow. And I'll update the score on this table here. This is Lloyd at the table playing Jackson. I know it was 3-3 about a game ago, so somebody's got to be 4-3. Four in this match. Yeah, I mean, he cut it really well. He just that I think it was a 13 that was in that corner was a little deep. Yeah, it's always easier when we're sitting back here watching to figure out or say what to shoot. I know it's a lot different when I'm at the table and I go back and watch and look and say, yeah, I should have taken it this way or should have done it that way, but no, Larry just gave Jay that with ball in hand, conceded the match. It wasn't a loss scratching like that. Yep, in 3 years since I started Q Sports Live, I've never missed sitting here. I mean, they're both great shots. Jay, I played on a team with him for years. Great shot, a little hungover today. Larry's a great shot too. I was surprised at the few misses they did have, but everybody's got an off day. But they are both great shots. Yeah, they play each other all the time. Lloyd goes up 5-4. Jackson's break. And while he's doing that, I'll pop up Jacoby Custom Cues. They won Q of the Year again at the Super Billiard Expo this year. They are one of our sponsors. We do have the Jacoby Black carbon fiber shaft. That thing is amazing. We are taking orders on that. Anybody's interested, you can message the page and get you a price on that. Right now, currently, they're just got radial pins coming out. Believe in the next couple of weeks they're going to start with everything else. Nice break by Jackson. Low ball's looking like maybe the way to go here. Other than that 3. Depends on what that cluster up top table looks like. So that 3 and the 7 make it tough. And then the 5 you got to play in the side. Now if Jackson were to take this in the left-hand side, if he could spin it back and play for the 7 or the 3, fit the cue ball through there. If he can figure out how to get to that 3 ball, it's a great looking table for him. Yeah, other than playing, that was a nice shot by Jackson there, really nice. Kevin, with that thing jumps amazingly well. I've only practiced a couple jump shots with it, so figure instead of getting out my IQ, where I do like the 3-piece length for a long jump like that, but that thumper jumps so well, I'm going to get a little 3rd piece made that I can screw in the end of it to make it a 3-piece. Just to have that little bit of extra length, but it jumps amazingly well. As good as the IQ, as good as the Prevail. And that thing breaks as good as that BK Rush, so you're getting equivalent of a $400 jump cue out of it, and like the Rush $1,000 for that break cue, so you're getting all in one for the $475 US or $630 Canadian for that thumper. Is just amazing. Nice shot by Jackson. Little inside top right here to come down and play that 8 or the 5 ball in the side. Needs to get some legs. He can always bank it back in the side and draw it off that top rail and back out for the 8, but I think he can cut it in. It's just going around that 9 ball. Off the 9, very nice. Smart taking his time and coming around to take a look. It's a great shot, fairly routine for him, but just calm yourself down, take a look, walk around the table, put it in. Nice run out. When do you play next? Oh, nice. So Jeremiah plays the winner of this. We'll be on the stream table at time of the next match is 5:15. So. Turn the volume up a little bit. Yeah, you can do that. This a little better. Should be a little louder now. Douglas, it's his Thumper Facebook page. Don't think he's got his website done yet, but we do have ours now. Ben, Grant, and I each got one. So if we're ever around, we'll be in Vegas. Richard will be in Vegas too with those Thumpers. Come see us, try one out. But you can look them up on Facebook at the moment under Thumper Jump Break Cues, I believe. We got Stephen Halem was breaking with Grants and likes it. I think he's going to end up switching from the BK rush back or to the Thumper. Yeah, Douglas, check him out on Facebook. If you're ordering them in Canada, it is cheaper to order through us for the Thumpers. Actually, it's actually generally cheaper to order through us because we include shipping in ours. So if you're interested in a Thumper to order through us, it'll save you a little bit of money over actually ordering it from Thumper.
I'm just playing a SML tournament right now. I'm in the 8 semis.
I believe it's right around 4 weeks right now. But we're going to have a whole bunch coming back from Vegas. But I think if you order, I think it's 3 to 6 weeks, depending on how many he's got completed at the moment. I'll have to double check with Richard just to find out, get a set date. No, to order them, you got to e-transfer us the money, and then we put the order in with Richard at Thumper. So Grant's got a little spreadsheet he's done up for the orders on the Thumper, and the same with the Jacoby back. It's cheaper to order through us than it is to actually get it through either one, Jacoby or Thumper. And that back end of the Thumper is made by Jacoby, so the butt end is made by Jacoby. Jerry's do break amazing. It's I'm been using my Prevail. I still play with my Prevail cue and my break cue. It's tough. I'm back and forth. Although I've only had the Thumper for 3 days here now, so get used to that. But yeah, Jerry makes an amazing break cue as well. at Prevail. Gee, I'm going to have another playing cue and a break cue coming from him, as well as a couple jumpers. The jump cues are amazing.
Oh, nice.
A lot of the guys are saying it's better than the BK Rush. I mean, it's, again, personal opinion. If you get a chance to try one out, Kyle, like I said, we have ours around. Just come up and ask us if you see us anywhere at any of the tournaments or down in Vegas. We have them to demo. I think it breaks better than the BK. And I've got probably 150, 160 breaks with the BK and 60 or 70 with this thumper so far, and I like the way it hits better. Do you currently use, Kyle, a BK right now? It is a 3-piece. It's a jump break, so you're getting, again, with that thumper, it jumps as good as you've heard Grant, Ben, and I talk about the Prevail and the IQ for the last year and a half, how well they jump. This thumper jumps every bit as good as those, and then it breaks, in my opinion, as good or better than the BK Rush. So you're getting a $400 jump cue and basically the equivalent of a $1,000 break cue in it. So if you were to buy an IQ and the BK Rush, it's $1,400, whereas for $630 Canadian, you get the best of both. He will be when we got. It'll be after Vegas. I think they'll. I think he might be switching. From what Grant said, I'll have to double check, but he really likes it. I know Joe Spence has tried it, really likes it. Ben loves his. And you'll be seeing, I think, coming up at the end of May, you'll see Joe, Ben, Steven, Eric, John, that whole team using thumpers. But I said, again, it's going to be personal preference, but the majority of the people that have tried that BK, or the BK and the thumper, really like the thumper. I mean, they're both amazing break cues. It's just whether you want to pay $1,000 for a BK Rush or $600 and get the combo of a great, amazing jump cue and break cue and a thumper. That'd be awesome, Kyle. And like I said, we'll have a stock of them when we come back from Vegas in first part of June. We're down there for the ACS and VNEA. So we're there all of May into June. Like we're leaving Calgary about the 7th of May, and we'll be back the 6th of June, 7th of June, somewhere around there. So we're gone for a month. But we'll have 15 or 20 of those thumpers coming back with us, supposedly. Yeah, Kyle, do that if you want to send me a message there, and I'll get Grant to get in touch with you. And like I said, it's $630 Canadian is what we need to put the order in, and that'll include shipping. Whereas if you'd ordered from Jacoby, you pay $50-$60 in shipping on top. They have, if you look, they have the natural, they have the gray, which Grant has. I got the blue. Ben's got the natural. They got black, green, gray, blue, and natural. All with a purple heart shaft. Yeah, it's the T3 now. I'm not sure what version you got, Todd, but we hit with the his second model when we were in the APA CPA border battle in November, and it broke great. This breaks even better. The T3 is awesome. You know what? The thing is with us bringing him in, he sends them up as if they're coming into Calgary or Canada. The ones he sent us were sent as he had listed as demos. So with no charge. So I don't think we paid any custom fees on them. There's a chance. If there's custom fees, we obviously got to charge you that. But ours came through and we had no custom fees on it. So, but the ones we bring back in May should have no fees attached to those either, because they're all coming as demo models, so we write down anyway. And again, it took me 10-15 breaks to get used to how the T3 hits compared to the Prevail that I've been using for the last almost 4 years, 3.5 years. Well, the amount of research Richard Splood put into these, they tried out 90 or 91 different tips, and they had a bunch of top-level players and some pros try it out with all these different tips, and they ranked all the tips 1 to 10 for braking and 1 to 10 for jumping. And I can't remember which one he's using, but it ranked like number 3 in the brake and number 4 in jumping ability. So it's in the top 5 of both, so it's the best of both. 1,300, wow. Again, that's the difference. I mean, that BK Rush brake's amazing. If you want to spend on $1,000 on a brake cue. Whereas the Thumper, like I said, you're getting a cue that's, I find, actually better than the BK. And then as good or better than my IQ $400 jump cue, all for $600. But we'll see if Jackson can run out here, level it up. Yeah. Hmm? Yeah. It's at home. No, I do have some. Sorry, I do. Yeah. How's Grant doing in attorney? I have no idea. He's playing Sean Belikowski right now somewhere. Nice out by Jackson. Hill. These guys are shooting good. That's where you get into these A level and master level play that win the coin toss or the leg to get the break on the hill is so important. The way these guys run tables, the lower levels is not so important because a lot of the guys are getting 5-6 attempts at the table. These guys that are running 50 or 60% of the racks. Looks like something rolled loose on the top there. On the back. Yeah, they're both great players, Jackson and Lloyd. He got lucky and he almost scratched there, but dry break, but it's a messy table. That 9 and 8 ball tied up. And I know Ben's team last night was playing the machine, which you guys have seen on the stream here, and you'll see this weekend again. They were playing last night, and there's a prize for most runouts by a team for their season in the elite division, and I forget what they ended. I think they ended up tied or something after last night. They were playing a double header, but Ben was saying, I think Ben played 125 games for the season, and Ben had 61 or 62 runouts for the top, so Ben has a 50% runout rating. As most of these guys are above 30, between 30 to 50%. Again, I don't know if that 9 will go. It's tough to see. These are 7-foot tables, 3.5 by 7. And that's the majority of the play. All the league plays on 3.5 by 7, but I know like Ben and most of his team, they all prefer to play the 9-foots, 9 or 10 ball. So he's probably thinking a 7-foot, 3.5 by 7, 4.5 by 9 are the two standard tables that we show most of our matches on. We do have snooker on the 6 by 12s. The hard table to find right now is a 4 by 8. There's a lot of home tables are 4 by 8, but Figured that, Cody. I mean, these guys shoot great. You put them on a bigger table and give them that much more room, not as cluttered, and they shoot even better. If that 7 goes, that'll be his next shot. That's about all he's got. Yeah, I mean, with the V and the A here, they got to be played on the Valley tables. Being the vendor league, all the vendor tables. But like the CCS, the other big league we have here in Calgary, you can play on any table size. It doesn't 7 foot, 8 foot, 9 foot. Like when we were down, we did the CCS Maritime Championships last fall, and it was all on 9 foots down the East Coast. We're going to be back down there again this year. So I showed up playing on a team, well, played singles in a team, and I hardly ever play on a 9 foot. Find out it's all 9 foots down there, so that was a little different for me anyway. Ben loved it because he's just that much better on a bigger table. 11 got in the way, maybe. Yeah, when I started playing pool, grew up just outside the city here. And the local little bar when I started playing, and my buddy's table was all 7 foot. So that's all I ever played on up until the last year. I started playing a little bit on the 9 foots, but still probably under 300 games in my life on a 9 foot table. Which I got to start playing more. You get better on that 9 foot table. It becomes easier aiming and potting balls on the smaller. When you grow up, how old are you, Raffy? And see, I had a bar box in my basement that all I ever used it for in the last couple of years was folding and sitting my laundry on. That was a nice breakout on the 3 just to get unlucky and tie it up again. Just my issue with me practicing or playing, I can't stand it. I can last about 15, 20 minutes by myself, and I get tired of it, but I'll play all day long if I got an opponent or somebody to play with. But to sit there and do drills or play the ghost or something just by myself, I get bored of that real quick. So I usually only play my league games every week, and that's about it for practice for me. Yeah, to play 9-ball or 10-ball on a box is not much fun. Hey Steve, how you doing? And see, you got like you guys, if you're regular on here, you'll see Royce comment all the time on here, and he's building a new house, and I'm not sure if it's in Edmonton or Fort McMurray, but he's building or designed a house around a pool room, where he's going to have 2 9-foot diamonds and 2 7-foot diamonds in his house. Call it Royce's basement pool hall when he's all done. I can't remember if he's building it in Edmonton or Fort Mac. I know he's got a house in each right now. Works up in Fort Mac. Hey Robert. Just need Diamond to start sponsoring our stream here and send us a table or 3. I like maybe taking the 9 here instead of that 11, because that 11 is making that 5 tough, but if you can get better shape off the 11 here and run out, that'll work. Nice shot. Well, that's the biggest thing. If our biggest cost is flights, car rental, and hotel, if we could get those 3 even at a discount by one of the airlines or a hotel chain or a car rental company, would let us do that many more tournaments, because a lot of the tournaments that we get asked to do are just too expensive for us to come down and do them. Yeah, and you'll never see us charge for a stream, so. That was like the U.S. Open, the U.S. Open's 8-ball, 9-ball, or the 8-ball, 10-ball bank pool, straight pool, all the U.S. Opens held in Griff's. When we were down there in September, we'd talk to Mark Griffin and Ozzy Reynolds, who runs all that there, and they were wanting us to stream all that, but to their platform, which is and on pay-per-view. So we weren't really interested in that. It's not our business plan, and I mean, for them to stream to their own platform, they can get anybody to come down and run some cameras and stream it. What does Royce do? Royce works for Shaw Cable up in Fort Mac. Is what Royce does. teams, singles, and then we'll have some scotch doubles on Sunday for just the league. It's league playoffs. The team event's the main thing starting tomorrow night. Singles finishes tomorrow afternoon. Teams start tomorrow night. Run through Saturday, Sunday with Scotch double starting on Sunday, and it's sign up on site. Single elimination Scotch double, so it's just a fill in. This is in Calgary. It's SML Playoffs. VNEA, BCA sanctioned playoffs for our league. Nice shot. Nice little run out by Jackson. Again, a lot of the lower level players should take note. Takes a walk around the table, calms himself, takes a look from all the angles, even though it's a straight in shot. Smart. Great shooting by Jackson. And for winning that, he gets to play Jeremiah almost right away. So what I'll do is we're going to reset the stream where no, I don't know what that shirt. I'll ask him. He's going to be on the stream again next playing Jackson. So we'll no, I'm not Douglas. Don't have any Reynolds. So I'm going to reset the stream. We're going to be back within the next 10 minutes here with the A-side semifinals of the Masters on both our tables. So I'll reset the stream. We'll be back 5 or 10 minutes here. See you guys back in a bit.